Hi! What is object-focused sentence in Tagalog? Stick around and find out! Kumusta po kayo? Welcome back to my channel, Let's Go Tagalog, the channel that is dedicated in guiding you in your journey in learning the beautiful language, Tagalog. Before we dive into our topic for today, make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell notification button so you won't miss any new videos that I will be coming out regularly. If you have been watching my videos, you know that we have spent a number of sessions covering a huge topic on Tagalog personal pronouns. If you haven't, please check out the previous videos to get you on track. We have completed Group 1 several episodes ago and have begun our discussion on Group 2 personal pronouns. To give you a preview, Group 2 pronouns are used in the following instances. As a possessive pronoun, expressing one's ownership of something. We have discussed this in the last 4 videos. Next is what is called object-oriented or object-focused sentences. This will be the main subject of this video. In phrases that talk about oneself, as a temporal adverb, as a preposition, and as part of a question. So, let's tackle the second use of Group 2 personal pronouns, and that is their use in object-focused sentences. In episode 21, I talked about how focus is a big deal in Tagalog. In Tagalog, the subject of the sentence may or may not necessarily be the focus of that sentence. You may want to check out that video. Remember this? Focus is a big deal in Tagalog, which allows most sentences to be structured 2 different ways, depending on the focus of the sentence. Philippine languages have this unique system where the verb defines whether the subject or the object of the sentence is at the center or is the focus of the sentence. Linguists have different names for this system. Some call it the focus system, while others call it the voice system, and others call it the trigger system. In this channel, we will use the term focus system. This system is a main feature of Tagalog verbs, which is the ability to direct the focus of the sentence. Under the focus system, Tagalog verbs are constructed or conjugated depending on 2 focused areas. These are actor focus, where the actor or the doer of the action is the focus of the sentence. And the other one is object focus, where the object of the sentence is the focus of that sentence. And there are verb-pronoun combinations that can show what is the focus of the sentence. In an actor-focused verb, it is the actor or the doer of the action who is the focus of the sentence. For example, kumain ako ng tinapay. I ate a bread. This is a simple declarative sentence of what the actor or the doer, which is the subject, did. He ate a bread. That is why we have ng tinapay, which means a bread or some bread. I will talk more about the ng marker later in this video. Here, you see the subject is ako, which is part of Group 1 of the Tagalog personal pronouns. In fact, all pronouns under Group 1 can be used in this form. On the other hand, in an object-focused sentence, it is the object of the sentence which becomes the focus of that sentence. Kinain ko ang tinapay. I ate the bread, which means the same as the first sentence. So what's the difference? It is the essence of the sentence. At its core, this sentence literally means the bread was eaten by me. This translation won't make sense in English, but in Tagalog, you will hear this sentence pattern most of the time. And this form is only possible when using pronouns under Group 2. An object-focused sentence elevates the object and not the subject as the most important aspect of that sentence. In the first example, the object reads, ang tinapay, the bread. And not just any bread, it is one specific bread. This is the opposite of ng tinapay, a bread, in the actor-focus sentence. In this type of sentence, the subject is out of focus, which is why some linguists call group 2 pronouns as out-of-focus pronouns. The differences in these two forms are determined by the construction of the verbs. As you can see, they appear different. We have kain as the root word, kumain, which means ate in the past tense, kinain, which means eaten. We will talk more about verbs in the future. Tagalog verbs are an even bigger topic than personal pronouns. Let's have more examples of object-focused sentences using group 2 personal pronouns and how they are compared with actor-focused sentences. But first, let me introduce you to two new case markers which we will be using in our examples. In an actor-focused sentence which uses group 1 pronouns, the case marker for singular subject is nang. The case marker for plural subject is ng mga. In an object-focused sentence which uses group 2 pronouns, they use ang and ang mga, which you should remember in our previous videos. There are other markers that we can include in this table, but for now, we will focus on these four. At this point, it will be great to take a look back at group 1 personal pronouns because they are used in actor-focused sentences. Let's compare them to group 2 personal pronouns and how they are used in object-focused sentences. Group 1 pronouns are very straightforward in that they correspond directly to English, as in I, we, you, he, she, and they. Group 2 pronouns, on the other hand, have a strong possessive nature in them in the translations like my, our, your, his, her, and they. But that's not all. Group 2 pronouns can also be translated as by me, by us, by you, by him, by her, and by them. To illustrate this nuance, let's take a look at the following examples which will use a lot of verbs. Please do not mind how the verbs are constructed or how they are conjugated. We are going to cover verbs extensively in the future. I promise. Naglilinis ako ng bahay. I am cleaning the house. Nililinis ko ang bahay. I am cleaning the house. In this example, both mean I am cleaning the house. Clearly, the subjects are ko and ako. However, the object-focused version is literally translated as the house is being cleaned by me. With this direct and literal translation, you can clearly see that the focus is the house even though the subject is ko. I have some more examples. Naglilinis ako ng kwarto. I am cleaning the room. Nililinis ko ang kwarto. The room is being cleaned by me. Nagluto siya ng gulay. He or she cooked vegetable. Niluto niya ang gulay. The vegetable was cooked by him or by her. In these examples, object-focused sentences use group 2 personal pronouns. Let's have some more examples, this time using subjects in the plural form. Nagwalis tayo ng sahig. We swept the floor. Winalis natin ang sahig. The floor was swept by us. Nagsasayaw kami ng swing. We are dancing the swing. Sinasayaw namin ang swing. Swing is being danced by us. Nagtatanim kayo ng puno. You are planting a tree. Tinatanim ninyo ang puno. The tree is being planted by you. Nagluluto sila ng karne. They are cooking meat. Niluluto nila ang karne. The meat is being cooked by them. The concept of Tagalog verb focus system can be more appreciated when we finally talk about Tagalog verbs. As I have said, Tagalog verbs is a huge topic, and we're going to talk about that in the future. But for now, it would be great to remember that personal pronouns will be a key part in constructing object-focused and actor-focused sentences. In the next video, we will be talking about the next use of Group 2 personal pronouns, and that is when talking about oneself. Be sure to catch that. I will see you then. Maraming salamat at hanggang sa susunod.